Hey man, it was your idea.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
As soon as you stop like making any noise, I'm like,
It gets quiet. Yeah, there's a camera. There's a camera on somewhere. Yeah. We're jamming out to the radio. So this is an SC430.
no way. It is.
No, this is getting a let's get a Kenwood 908. This car is the bastard child of all Lexuses. That's the easiest one. It's just, this is a one-off Lexus that they made, the SC430. There's no other car like it. There's no other data bus like it. It is totally unique. It is a nightmare. Everything about it is just, ugh. But what sucks is it actually sounded really good because it had the Mark Levinson system in it, and one of them that was very successful. The problem is that it does this. Okay? Every single speaker in the car just falls apart. But where it gets screwed up is that, like, every speaker is uniquely ohm loaded. So grab your meter real quick, will you, Fernando?
Sure.
So this is the subwoofer, Neo Magnets. This is like an 2004. This is 19-year-old car, right? Yeah. And all right. So let's see what the ohm load is. 13. So it's like a 12 ohm woofer. Okay. So you can't just drop a 4 ohm woofer in there and hope that it's going to work. Now here's the other fun part. Here's the 6x9. Let's see what ohm they are. Oh, hey, there you go. 8 ohm. So you got 8 ohm, 12 ohm. I think these are 4. Could be wrong. Oh, those are 8. Okay. And then these little guys here. You can do it, man. You can do it. So we'll say your shirt is pushing it in. You're still pushing it in.
I'm pushing it.
There you go, 8 ohm. All right, so 12, 8, 8, 8, 8. And the screwy thing is, like, this speaker and these all kind of share a channel. So it's like three speakers on one channel, which is very peculiar. Yeah, who knows? Yeah, 8 ohm, 6 ohm tweeter, 5 ohm tweeter. So 6 ohm tweeter. So it makes it very difficult to retain that factory amplifier and upgrade them. Now, there are a couple places out there that make like reconing kits, because really the only thing that dies is those. And, you know, so if you want to take them all out and recone them, knock your socks off. Today, this gentleman decided, nope, screw all that. I'm putting a new amp in. So he's getting an Audison Forza, or the old 8.9F. That is going to, I say old, whatever. The 8.9F, it's still available. Prima Forza, I guess is what we call them. And so the first step is he wants a backup camera. So Fernando got the backup camera in. Got to pull all this out. Navigation system, module for the radio. It's got like all these weird gas mileage and stuff like that. Then the amplifier sits right here, so you don't have a ton of room. Factory subwoofer goes right there. So what you're looking at is a comp. And it doesn't just bolt into place. You have to make a factory bracket so that it will bolt in. So that was earlier today. They made the bracket to bolt it in, and nut certs. It's a lot of fun. Get it all in, mounted. So that, but it can't come out too far because there's a panel that goes here in front of it. You don't want it to smack the panel. That would suck. And then, so you saw those size speakers. So the 6x9 is, we're using the Kenwood driver, this guy right here, because it's shallow. Because when you look at this, that's the other problem. Look how shallow this speaker is. Like, it's super shallow 6x9, which is like, what a waste. So Kenwood, shallow. The tweeter is, so this is our aftermarket tweeter. So a DJ from Hertz fits perfect into this mount. It's such a tiny tweeter, and we can't go any bigger. But the factory tweeter comes out, and then this goes right in place of it and screws back in. How cool was that? I was very excited, because the thing that really kicked my butt was the 2-inch. And this, believe it or not, took a very long time to come up with this configuration right here. This is a 6902. This is the C2. And most of you guys are used to seeing it with a metal grill on top. Well, the metal grill had to come off. It had to be downsized a little bit. And then 2 pieces of acrylic thermal nut cert, because it can't stick above this, because the door panel sits right on top of it. This is a really tight fit. I will probably never do these again, just because it was so hard to get it in there and took so long. But yeah, that's it. I think from now on, what we decided is we're just going to do a component set. Do like a really nice tweeter and a mid bass and call it a day, because trying to do a 3-way in here is just, and they're getting old. So tweeter here, mid bass there, be fine. Some 4s in the back, subwoofer, nice 5-channel amp, and everyone's looking great. So I think this will probably be the last of the, but he wanted an awesome sound. Now the other problem is, because there's always more problems with these cars, is that there's a door right here, and that door is where your information for like go to the dealer, mileage reset, and all that stuff is controlled in there. This is controlled, so this plugs into the radio plugs into the amplifier plugs into the navigation system controls in the information center, and it all loops together. So if you remove one thing, it breaks the loop. So you got to go back in, and like we have, these are soldered in here. This harness will get all taped up when we're done. And then, hey, Fernando, those wires that you ran back here, those go to the radio. Right? No, they do go back here, don't they?
Yeah, because everything's in there.
2, 4. Yeah, you're right. Sorry, my bad. Well, no, that doesn't make sense.
No, but like,
yeah, you're right.
harness isn't there. So.
Well, then we could have just used the factory wiring.
Yeah.
Why did you do that? Why did you make it hard?
Mister.
I think you screwed up.
Oh, me?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
I think you screwed up, man.
Right.
Yeah, he totally screwed that one up.
Yeah. Hey, please make sure you run 2 set of wires.
I was thinking they were going to the radio.
That's good. Okay.
Okay. Anyways, yeah, it's been a rough day. Wasted 75 cents a wire. It's like $75. Either way, so the rears here, the tweeter can't protrude, so we went with a set of Rockford R2s. Fernando loves this because there's so many different brands in this car to get it to work. Kicker sub, Rockford rear speakers, Kenwoods, DJs, Audison amplifier, Kenwood radio. This is the smorgasbord. But anyways, so those wires need to be looped there. Then you need to go into the factory wiring harness, loop them there. You need to run power up to the screen. You need like a 68 ohm resistor to go in there to communicate. And now the only thing so we've tested all that, everything works great. The only thing we haven't tested is the steering wheel controls. That's the last thing to test. Does iData have an integration piece for this? If they did, we would use it. No.
Yeah, no.
I mean, come on. If iData did this, we wouldn't have to be hating life right now. It would just work. But iData's not going to make this because, for one, it's just this car. And 2, it's just this car. So
How many we're going to sell?
yeah, how many are you going to sell? So there is a wiring harness for this for integrating into the factory that forgoes all of this. But because we're not retaining that amplifier, there's really no reason to do it, which is the Beat Sonic piece, which I think we have a video up showing you how to install the Beat Sonic piece, which is a solid piece. Like, it works great, but because we're pulling the amplifier out, there was no reason to sell a $300 harness to do the install. It's just, we just have to do a lot of legwork after the fact. So, half a dozen. Did you say the Lexus? No. Okay, so basic math. 2004. It's 2023. No, that's wrong. But either way, 04, 2023. Yeah, my math is off. Sorry.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Yeah. Does Beat Sonic? Does the Beat Sonic make a good dash kit? Also, so the cool thing is the Beat Sonic comes with everything in the bag, and the dash kit that they use, actually, it's 3 pieces, like a strip of metal across the bottom, these 2 little winglets that go onto the side. And it actually works really well. The problem is that no one makes a great dash kit for this, and what we found over doing, unfortunately, it seems like every one of these, there is a lot of work that you have to do to make this dash work the right way. So this is it here, and the problem is that this door here has these bars, and there's these piece of metal that comes out that all gets hidden by the radio. But now that you're removing the radio, so this is the Metra kit, which has these things, but you have to do this dash properly, which I should make a part 2 video to this, but I just hate doing it so much, is remove everything to get to this piece of metal. So all of this stuff has to come off. Then you have to cut the piece of metal straight across here to remove all these weird pieces, spray paint it black, and then we add a really tall piece of foam, so when this door opens up from the front, let me spin it around here, like so, it looks finished. Because normally this is this giant silver piece that's hanging out right here, but as you can see now, it hides all of that, and it looks more like a radio would look in a dash. You know, so that's that. What's Beat Sonic? Beat Sonic is a manufacturer just like iData, just like PAC, and they import from, I think, Japan, Toyota, Lexus type interfaces. They're really weird. There's just a handful of them. They generally do exactly what they're supposed to do. There is no tech support. It's what you see is what you get. If it doesn't work, unplug it, plug it back in until it works. Most of the time they do what they're supposed to do. I had used the Metro specific steering wheel interface for that car. So, funny you should say that, Lance, because yes, this is the Metro specific steering wheel interface for this car. This is the AX SWC-TL Toyota Lexus. So yeah, we ordered that because most of the time we're using the Beat Sonic, and it just, steering wheel controls do what they're supposed to do. But it's weird because it's not working the radio, it's working the amplifier. So like volume up and down is turning the volume up and down on the amplifier, not on the radio. So it can get confusing. And then track up and down is actually fader. It's very strange. But if I'm running 2 batteries, positive, negative, going to bus bars, then 2 amps, do I still need to run a ground to the frame? For the batteries? Yeah. I mean, you always have to have a ground. There has to be a ground somewhere. So batteries have to be grounded. If we're talking about, so if we have 2 batteries, we ran a power back, we took the ground, went to the frame, chassis, whatever, and then we had our amplifiers and they were hooked up to the power and ground of the rear battery, then you're fine because it's using the battery's ground to ground. Just like a boat, just like an F-150, just like anything. But yes, you do need to ground those rear batteries. Otherwise, it doesn't complete the circuit for the car, and the batteries will never charge. Must be garage kept. No, believe it or not, most of these are actually in pretty good shape. It's kind of weird.
Oh, all of them?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we've had an SC430. You know, the problem, really, there's little nicks and stuff like that because it's a vinyl dash or leatherish dash. Mm-hmm. And it's always cream color, so it's always kind of dirty. Mm-hmm. But most of these have been really, really nice over the years. Where's my dear Mary Lou at, guys? She's not here.
No.
And we can't talk about where she's at. Sexy.
Oh, thank you.
That's Lance. He's like,
thank you, Lance.
You're the best, bro. I like that soldering iron he's holding. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Is that one you were using?
This is, yeah.
Oh, nice. Oh yeah, the surrounds do look mint. At least there's no gas tank in there like the, SC300s. Jesus. I had to put 15s in the trunk of my SC300 back in the day. So guy wanted 2 XTR 15s and a red beast and a black beast. So like the red beast was for highs, the black beast was for the there's a picture of it somewhere. Basically when you opened the trunk, all you saw was the two beasts. That was it. It was really weird. But yeah. Hey, Mr. Fernando, what's up? Christian is just chatty.
What's up, man?
He's so chatty as of late.
Oh, hello, Christian. Christian is
Let it go, man.
engaging with everyone.
He's so engaging. All right, let's do. Okay, gotta let it go, man. You almost sound creepy about the Mary Lou thing. I mean, we get it, but you gotta dial it back just a little. What if you built a backframe box where the port faced the front of the car poking through the ski hole?
In this car?
No, just in general. You couldn't do it in this car, but so it would have. I mean, essentially at that point, what you're creating is like some form of a fourth order enclosure, because the trunk is going to be the sealed part of the box, and then the port is the backside of it. That's essentially what you're creating. So just build a fourth order enclosure, or bandpass, whatever you want to call it, sixth order, 10th order. I don't know. Just build a bandpass, because I mean that's essentially what you're creating is bandpass.
What about the 10 order?
10 orders. I had 10 orders. 10 orders of wings. 10 orders of.
I mean, I'm in.
Yeah. Hi, what's happening? Same old crap. Where are you putting the amp? Well, Lance, because it's one of your favorite, the little 8.9F. We're gonna tuck it where the factory amp was, so it'll go back in there somehow. That's tomorrow's problem, man. Don't jump ahead.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. When I asked about the Illusion Audio back at Nozfest, a few days back, you can talk about it on here. So here's what happened. Illusion was owned by Orca. Okay. Orca is, we've talked about them before. They're the company that brings in Focal, Moscone Gladen, Black Hole, Raven, and Raven is theirs, and Illusion was theirs. Illusion was made in India, and it was going great. Everyone was having fun. Now, they owned all of the machinery to do it. The problem was that the family that was making them decided to get out of the speaker building business. So they took all of the people and all the presses and all the machinery and took them over to another guy, let's say down the way. And he was like, don't worry, I got this, no problems. Well, I'll have you up and running in 6 months. 6 months turned into 18 months. And when the first container of new product showed up,
it's not the same.
It was, the quality control was not there, and a lot of it went into the dumpster. And after 18 months of fighting with them, it basically led to, we can't bring this product to market. So there are some pieces in the line that they obviously want to carry on in some form, like the C3. So in time, the idea might be that those products will come back in under a different brand name. But that's all speculation and hearsay and conjecture, and honestly I have no idea if that's even anything that would happen. So, but that was the hopes, is that some of those products would get rolled into one of the other companies, but there's been no movement on it that we're aware of. So it's sad, but yeah, that's basically what's going on. So that's why I got my set of 3.5s, so that if I ever need them for something, I'm good. So that's kind of what's going on there. It's sad, but they never got any Illusion 3-inch mids. That's why I bought some. Actually, I got them for the favor.
Yeah.
I hope Orca can bring them back. We really hope so too, but obviously it'd be a little different design. Who knows? Who knows? It's one of those things that right now just isn't possible, but we'll see what happens in the future. Trust me, as soon as we find something out and we can talk about it, we'll let you guys know, because it's it's one of those things, you know. That, I mean, that's what happens. The nice thing about it is that we're not. It's not like the name didn't get bought out and it's going to some Chinese crap, you know, which they could have done, but they were just like, no, you know, because it's what it is, and so it just think of it as a really long hiatus. And of course, then the joke is it was named Illusion, so it's just like
that's it.
Never happened. It was an illusion.
But let me tell you something.
Hold on. Learn every day from D. Good info. Oh, no, you bet, man. Thanks. All right, hold on.
So, let me tell you something.
Tell me something, Fernando.
I know.
Preach to me, Fernando. Give it to me.
Dominus Patris. No. Okay, so listen. If you're looking for a
nice
3.5, right?
A nice 3.5?
A nice 3.5.
What kind of 3? They have a 3.5?
They have a 3.5.
No,
it's a bigger, but...
Oh, you're talking like a dome.
Listen, it's a dome.
It's a dome?
Dome.
Well, they have a 2.5.
Anyway, yeah, they have a 2.5, but check morelhifi.com. Yes, morelhifi.com. And you can go and check all the speakers that they made from high-end.
That dome you were talking about, Christian is throwing you the bone. It's the CCWR.
Yeah, like Christian says. Exactly. He spent so much time in internet. That's why he knows all the model numbers. But check morelhifi.com. From the high end to the low end, you don't want to spend a lot of money. They have a 3-way set that is reasonable, that you can put it in your car if you have a 3-way set. Anyway, morelhifi.com. Check it out here on Instagram if you want to see some pictures, nice pictures, all that stuff. Morel_America here. Thank you for sponsoring the 5 Minutes with 5-Star. Natasha, Casey, thank you so much, guys. So continue.
They do have a set of 4-inch components and a set of 4-inch coaxials.
And the hybrids.
Yeah.
Oh,
we did a review on them.
Nice. Yes.
They're in these 2 boxes right here.
Yes, exactly.
So, and you can go listen to them. Yeah.
Yeah.
And those are the hybrids are the so the hybrid 4-inch is also the high-end BMW speaker. So like if you catch the unboxing we did on those, one of the cool things about it was the mounting tabs make it universally mountable, and so you know you can the reason behind that was so that they can move them into the BMW line. So yeah,
that's correct.
Lucky I have a pair of C3s, C6s, C8s, and the C12 sitting in the closet.
He has everything.
You know, so all right. So here's one of those things that kind of throws me off with speakers, because like speakers will eventually, the materials, they'll just sag and fall apart. So it's like I don't really see myself like those 3.5s. I just have them in case I need a set of 3.5s. You know, like one day if I get a car that has a set of 3.5s, boom, those are going in, problem solved, great. But I don't plan to keep them indefinitely. You know, because I know they're just not going to. Whereas like an amplifier to me is a work of art. You know, some of the amplifiers are just beautiful.
Yeah.
So like that heat sink is just, to me, that's attractive. So, you know, it's all going to go in the dumpster when I pass away, but, you know, if we all die, it's all... Because who cares, man?
I keep them.
Plug and play BMW. Yes, they are. Yes, they
have
are.
Everything, man.
Okay, let me try them out. I'll give them back.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me think about that one. I like to use the Morel audio drivers for a nice home tower setup.
That's what you have, right?
I was to say, I just have their home speakers for a nice home setup, so it does sound really good. I gotta order the box for the Dines that we have, because I'm dying to hear those. You know, nice set of Dines. I want to set those up. You know, Pry Bar 2. Yes, Christian. We know we have a set of BMW speakers. They're right here. They're right there. No Orca delivery today. Why would I have an Orca delivery today? They don't owe me anything.
Orca deliveries.
No, they don't owe me anything.
No.
We'll be going there in 2 weeks to Mobile Solutions to film and have a gay old time, as Fred Flintstone likes to say. But that's it. That's what we got. That's what's happening. So tomorrow we'll come back on. We'll show you the conclusion of this SC430. We got a great video that's going to roll out for you tomorrow morning, as always. Not going to tell you what it is. You just have to wait and see. And then Install Diaries will start back up on Thursday. I know you guys will be so happy. We took a week off so I could show you Ada's car. But yeah, those will start back up this week, and we'll be back to review and install diaries. I know you'll all be like, yay, more installs, yay. There you go. That's what we got. Fernando.
On to the next one, guys. Thank you for watching.
See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.
I want to see Justin. You know. What?
No, just checking it out. You want to fill up mine when you're done with yours?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I think that's enough.
Well, I think it's enough too. Yours are kind of a little long too.
I like to have it long, man. Uh-oh. Yeah, baby.
Okay.
I know.
Whatever works for you, man.
Exactly.
You know? It's I just want the machine that just spins and spits them out the other side.
I want the machine that we can print our own name and...
Okay, we'll start saving.
Damn it.
Yeah. Good day, everyone. Welcome to Thursday. How's everybody doing? It is Thursday. That means High Five Vega tonight.
Ooh, what are you guys going to talk about?
I worry about it.
Nonsense?
2 minutes. Yeah, exactly.
Like always?
Yes, always.
Exactly.
It's the most
nonsense talking.
non-nonsense talking. It is hardcore.
Nonsense.
Hardcore stereo in the house. No, it is Nando is the machine. Oh, dang. Okay. Good call there. He said Nando. That's Dougie. Dougie calling you says Nando is the machine.
Well, no, that will be Dean. Dean the machine.
Oh, okay.
What's up, dog?
Oh, and
Are you going to Mobile Solutions
oh, this weekend?
this weekend?
Oh, well, yeah, of course he is, because it's a non-branded
What
one.
happened if he has to travel?
No, he doesn't. I mean, he comes back.
He cancel everything?
Yeah, he cancels everything. Mary Lou says hi.
Mary Lou, hi. How are you?
Jacksonville's in the house.
Jacksonville's in the house. Okay.
Well, we got a heck of a day.
I'm a good guy.
No, you're fine. Because they're too long for me. They'll drive me nuts. But thank you.
Perfect.
Yeah, it'll totally.
There you go.
Yep.
Done.
Yep. Used up the whole roll.
I use the whole roll.
Anyways, we have the SC430.
SC430, correct.
Is done. It was done last night, but then we ran into not really. Then we had to start over because, well, they fixed it in the new ones, but so we had a DSP issue.
All right, so just to recap, what we did in the speaker location, Hertz.
Yep.
Tweeters.
DJs.
Kenwoods.
Oh, just an update. Doug is heading to Utah for jeeping, so he's gonna miss it.
See?
Oh, that's sad. Okay.
A component 602s.
Yep, 6902 Kenwoods.
6902s Kenwoods.
What is that made up of?
Which one? This one? It's a plastic.
No. What comes in the box for the 6902s?
It comes foam. It comes with brackets.
Speaker
it
size.
It comes with speakers 6x9s and a 2.5. If you buy the 60903s, it comes with the 3.5 coaxial. But in this one, we use the 2.5. That was very hard to put it on, right?
Yes. Yeah. With this. Yeah.
You struggle like whole day.
Whole day.
All right. So 6x9, 2.5 tweeter, microphone. Like always, we put it on. What kind of radio is this one?
It's 908.
There you go. Perfect.
With the Metro steering wheel control interface that we...
One of my friends, one of the industry guys, is like, hope you use the BitSonic. And no, we didn't use the BitSonic because we removed...
Where's the key? Oh, it's in the center console.
We removed the factory amplifier.
Oh, I thought it was in the... Oh, here it is. Okay, I have my glasses up so I can see. So... Normally we do the product by BeatSonic, but because this one we took out the factory amplifier, which I think we're going to be doing from now on just because it's just such a pain in the butt. And the speakers are always dry rotted like we showed the other day. There's some things about this car that are unique, and one of them is when you remove any portion of it, there's a bus system that daisy chains the whole thing together, and if you remove something, then you have to daisy chain everything back together so that the door up here will work. So you have to keep the navigation in the back, because the navigation in the back is what gives you the info. So it gives you your info page menu. There we go. It gives you this page here that's built into the nav. So if you remove it, you lose this, and they don't want to do that. So there's wires you have to loop in the back. There's wires you have to loop here in the front. Now the BeatSonic piece is designed to integrate into the factory amplifier. So once you take the amplifier out, the BeatSonic piece is really not necessary, because it won't work the way it's supposed to. So that is why that kind of goes away. So the problem with the BeatSonic is that the BeatSonic controls the volume in the amplifier. It doesn't control the volume at the radio. So the steering wheel controls over here. This on the BeatSonic is volume up and down, and then this is balance and fader, and mode doesn't do anything. Which is fine, because like you just set your radio to a specific volume and then you control it through here. Metro makes a module, the LT, steering wheel control LT, which is just for this car, just for the Lexus. And the nice thing about it is you do get report on volume. So the volume button actually shows here, and then mode button actually does mode.
I like that.
Which is really cool. And channel, which, hold on, put it back on. Let me get to FM. Hold on. I got it. There we go. Channel actually does channels. So this will go through the channels here. Now, let me tap that, because this has a fishing pole for an antenna that's back there. So it goes up and down. So we always, in the center console, put a toggle switch here that will make the antenna go up and down, because most people now don't listen to FM, so we just keep, but if they do, or go for a car wash or something like that, we want it up and down. We also put the USB across from it, so you have the on-off switch, the USB.
And the reason why I put it in this side is because this radio, it's a wireless Apple CarPlay Android Auto, so you're not gonna use the USB-C. So, like you plug it in once probably to charge, but other than that, you're not going to use it. So your button for the antenna, it's on the right side.
It's easier to
get to it, yeah.
Now, the problem that we ran into with this and the steering wheel controls were that most people that are doing this aren't trying to retain this guy up here. Like, it's everything we've read, that no, you don't get to keep this. And so what we ran into was the steering wheel control wouldn't work if we tried to get all this stuff to work. So that sucked, and we ended up having to come up with a fix for that. So we figured out why it was doing it, and then we said, okay, how do we had to cobble together a module to get it to where it was resetting. There was a feature on the steering wheel control that needed to be reset after the ignition started, so it had to turn it on and off. And once it did that, then everything would come back and work. So we took a relay, a micro relay, a little tiny relay like this big, and a Fernando relay. And then we took the what the hell's that thing called?
Bypass.
Oh, micro bypass, because micro bypass does on-off, because it's mimicking your brake pedal, that you need two pulses. So, but it's a negative output. That's why we needed the relay. So we used that to trick the wire into turning on and off, on and off, on and off, and that reset it. So all this, every time you turn it, so what would the key on and off, it would reset. Which is what would happen, is it wouldn't work, you'd unplug it, plug it back in, and then it would start working. So it was kind of nice. Quick question, I just upgraded my phone to a Galaxy 23 Ultra. I swear my music and vocals sound better after doing this upgrade. Is that possible, or is my head unit Bluetooth and used? No, it is totally possible, because it went from an old chip to a new chip. The new chip sounds better. So yeah, it probably has more resolution. Totally. Happens all the time. So that's one of the reasons why you update your stuff, because the old stuff is old and it sucks, and it's technology, chips and all that is changing so fast that, a 3-year-old phone sucks for stuff like this. So
that's the reason why you have to buy.
That's why you always got
iPhone 15.
I don't, but yeah, go for it.
I mean, you have to.
I don't. I'm not going to. I got to buy two, one for the girls. I'll get the 16. So anyways, this is the metric kit. Anytime you do an SC430, it really doesn't matter. Oh, we gotta push this back in.
Yeah.
Anytime you do an SC430, the kits always suck, and there's always modifications that you have to do. We take it all apart because normally on SC430 you see all this metal bracketry right here. We take it all out, we cut it, we paint it. We add foam to it so that like you don't see the gap between here and here. There's foam. Because there again, we've done so many of these, and every time, I don't like that. It's like, all right, so
well, you see the whole.
Yeah, so you gotta come up for a fix. There we go. So you gotta come up with a fix for it. And yeah, it's just ugly. But the cool thing is this kit looks really nice. Fits in, works, does its thing. This is retained. Works. So in the back, what do we do in the back, Fernando? Because we kind of stopped there. So what do we got here?
In the back we have a 4-inch Rockford Prime. They fit fine in the factory bracket. We just clean it, all the goo that they come with it. So we put it in there. The reason
why we picked that speaker is because the tweeter is countersunk in. It's a point source. And there's a bracket that sits over the front of the factory speaker because it doesn't have a tweeter. So something with a tweeter that protrudes will hit the bracket, and it sucks. So Rockford's point source, affordable, looks nice, sounds good. So we put those there. And then the last speaker is the Kicker Comp 8-inch. We make a bracket, we fit it here. Very small magnet is what is required, so you don't have a lot of room to put a big beefy 8-inch. You need something with a small magnet. And honestly, the last version of the Comp that they used to make fit better, but they stopped making it because of whatever reason. This guy has a full-size spare tire, which is unusual. Most of the time they don't have that. There is a spot for it from the factory, but for some reason they're always missing it because it literally just sits like this and looks terrible. Yeah, it's so...
The factory amplifier location, it's in here. That's where we put the APF 8.9.
Yeah, F8.9 Forza.
Yep. So
Audison Prima. Yeah.
Audison Prima, right.
That's your navigation system. The Alpine factory navigation system is still in the car. It still functions. It just doesn't report. So the audio for it doesn't pass out. But honestly, people just want it because it's something on that screen, and people like to look at lights.
Yep. We had the backup camera also.
Yep.
So we have our backup camera. And a lot of work.
So because the amplifier is buried in here, the USB is located underneath this pocket. Obviously, because you got to pull everything out of this car to get to it. It's service-wise, it sucks, but we know the only thing we're more than likely ever going to have to do is tune it, so we can pull that pocket out, grab the USB, plug it into our laptops, and take care of all of that, which is what we did last night and this morning.
Yeah.
So that's great. And there again, you know, you're trying to keep this space because this has to sit like this. So all of this is where the top goes. So you only have this area here to put anything. So it's not like I can put like a cool subwoofer or do a blow through or anything like that because then the top won't function. So the small amplifiers fit great in this. So, you know, something like the 8.9 Forza, something like a Blackbird, maybe the Moscone Atomo, something like that. 8 channels is what you need. 2 for the sub, 2 for the rear, 2 for the mid bass, and then these 2 here, the 2 and the tweet, share the same channel. So you just need 1 channel for those 2 objects there, and then you put a passive between the 2 of these. Ooh, we talked about that on the video yesterday. Hope you guys got a chance to see that active passive DSP. Why do I still have a passive crossover? That was another one of Fernando's great ideas because you always ask that question. So, what's up, El Fernandez?
What's up, buddy?
You know, we try to make some sense of it.
Still have to send you the 6x9.
Yes.
Speaking
I thought about that. Yeah. We'll get it. Hopefully, I have acrylic coming. We're just kind of low right now.
So yeah.
So, anyways, that all went into this. It's all done up. We're gonna put all the boxes in the back seat because we have more room in the trunk. There you go. That's the SC430 full system upgrade. I will say this. This is one of those cars. Can you turn the ignition off for me?
Okay.
Thank you. This is one of those cars that never shuts off. Like, it never goes to sleep. The doors are open. The lights are on. So it always needs a charger. So at nighttime, we have to pull everything out, close it up so that it can go to sleep. The hood can stay open, but during the day, it needs to sit on the charger. Otherwise, it'll be dead in a matter of hours. And then that sucks because, you know. But Fernando's fuse holder went over here into the side. Right there. And that's it. Now, for those of you at home wondering, yes, the SC430 is one of my least favorite cars to work on, just because of the amount of little tiny things that we have to do to it, like taking the whole radio assembly apart, bypassing and looping together all these things. It's what we call a pain in the ass, but we do a lot of them just because we kind of know what we're doing on them. It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this one's going to get off to its home so he can drive it on the weekends. Put his little golf bag in the back seat or whatever it does. I don't know. A lot of golfers drive these. I don't know why. I almost want to go to a couple golf courses and just see how many of these are out there.
And just hang it on some cars like, hey, man.
No, definitely not.
Yeah,
you want your car to sound better? Yeah. It was funny, too, because I went to the gym the other night, and there was one in the parking lot that parked a couple cars down from me. Yeah, and I was like, oh. Yeah, but...
I'm just wondering if there's a club.
A C430 club?
Yeah. You know?
I think it's like the Corvette guys.
And then it's like, dude, my shit sounds horrible than yours. You want to hear it?
I don't know. I just never gotten the allure of this car, but a lot of people love them.
Hey, man.
Yeah, but that's it. That's what we got. That's all that's happening in the Bay right now. We're going to get this off so we can get our day started.
Don't forget, tomorrow at 9 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're going to do...
You know what? Before you guys go, I just got a phone call last night that I haven't even told you about yet. Monday. So Saturday, you're going to be gone. We're supposed to have a special guest on Saturday. It's supposed to be Chris Buelow from MECP, Sony, and Sony, two different companies. But Monday, because IBEC is in town, that's a boat show, John reached out to me and said, hey, Lori and Bart are going to be in town, and they want to come in.
Yeah.
Can they come in on Monday? So Monday live, we're going to have good friends from Kicker, Lori and Bart, to...
ask all your questions, guys.
Like, Bart's the keeper of all the secrets, guys. So like if you got like those crazy Kicker secrets, he's the guy that has the filing cabinet that controls all that crap. Yeah, we need to break in and steal our NDA so that they can't get us for saying things.
We can just torture him here.
I'm not torturing.
Give me the secrets.
No. But anyways, so we're gonna have those guys in on Monday as of right now. So 2 guests in a row, back to back. That ought to be fun. But that's it. That's what I got tonight. Tune into Hi-Fi Vega. Over on the Hi-Fi Vega network, we're going to do side jag, reverse polarity. We're going to talk about some movies, and we're going to talk about some car audio, and we're going to have a fun time doing that, as always. There you go. Plenty of Kicker. And then tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock is the news on Dean and Fernando's Car Stereo Clips, so tune into that. And otherwise, just see what happens. If we got some cool stuff, maybe later today we'll come back. I don't know. Probably not. I say that and I laugh. All right. You guys have an awesome Thursday. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.